Here's a segment from a recent Gun Talk radio episode. You can listen to all the Gun Talk radio podcasts however you tune in, or check out guntalk.com for more. Things happen, things change, and there's always a mix going on. And in the firearms world, we just had another announcement. One of the major companies that makes ammunition has had a name change. We were able to catch up with Jason Vanderbrink. He is the president and CEO. We caught him on a drive recently, and now they have changed the name of the group to the Kinetic Group.
Yes, Tom. So we announced last week Vista is splitting into two groups. The ammunition brands, which is today comprises the sporting groups, we are going to be our own company, and it's called the Kinetic Group. So exciting times for all of us.
Okay, obviously inside the gun industry, people know Vista, they know now Kinetic Group. But outside of the industry, it's almost invisible. If you would, go through your brands, because that's what consumers know.
Yeah, so good point, Tom. You know, the Kinetic Group is essentially our investor-facing New York Stock Exchange brand. So our customers, many will not know what the Kinetic Group is, but our brands that make up the Kinetic Group is Federal, obviously, Remington Ammunition, CCI Ammunition, Speer Ammunition, Hevi Shot, and Estate Cartridge Company. So those six brands comprise of the Kinetic Group, and the brands always lead the way on the consumer-facing side. So it's essentially really a non-event for our customers.
Well, obviously, those are like some of the best-known brands, and the background is that with the change in Remington, you ended up picking up Remington Ammo, 3 years ago, something like that?
3 years ago, 3 years ago in October.
Right.
So,
what a great brand to add to Federal Premium and Speer CCI.
Yeah, I mean, it's, the Remington brand's been around for over 200 years, and we own the brand, and then we licensed the brand to a private equity company, and they run Rem Arms out of it. And then we also own the accessory side of the Remington brand. Think of Rem Oil.
Oh.
Probably the household name for gun oil is Rem Oil, so we also own that.
We see what's out now. You're looking a year or 2 or 3 years down the road. But as you look at the last 3 years, the next 3 years, any changes or developments or advancements in ammunition that you could address?
Yeah, so we obviously work on long horizons. Development processes take a long time for truly new innovation. New caliber or something like that is, less lead time, still, years out. But we have some way cool stuff coming. I would say next calendar year could be very, very fun for the consumers and fun for our company. So we have some game-changing technologies that the team's been working on for years out, and it's going to pay dividends here in the future.
Let me key off of that word you just used, technology, because you go back, you have been Vista, before that ATK. It's a technology company, and you're able to tap into that.
Yeah, I think, our brands stand for technology, and I think you can go back, 30 years or so, and it really, I think, honestly started maybe with Federal Premium in 1977, offering everyone else's bullets and factory ammunition. And then from that, you can certainly point to Speer Gold Dot, to really revolutionize FBI protocols with duty ammunition for law enforcement. You certainly have Black Cloud that revolutionized the steel shot market. You had TSS who's revolutionized Turkey. You can go on and on and on about what we feel is our technology that we brought to the market over the last, let's call it, since 1977, where it's just not a ball ammo, lead shot shell. One of our keys is, what does the end consumer want? Whatever the end consumer wants, we have to find a way to bring that to market. So we always start with the end consumer and then work backwards in our organization, whether it be supply chain, marketing, operations, how do you make it? So everything starts with what we feel and what the consumers tell us they want. We have to figure a way to get that to the market.
One of the things you mentioned, TSS, and that has been, you talk about technology, that completely changes our ideas of what is even possible with a shotgun.
Yeah.
But it is really, really expensive. Is there any way to get the price down on this incredible technology?
Unfortunately, there's not. That's a product that we buy, the shot itself. As you know, the metal market, you look at copper and brass and, you look at anything that's has to do with raw material extracting raw materials out of mining. It's tungsten, so we don't see any time that tungsten's going to go down because of the greater metal market. So unfortunately, I think the price is going to stay where it's at unless tungsten comes down, which again we do not see that happening.
Well, the same holds true with all the metallic ammunition. You got brass, you got copper, lead, tin, and metals are metals, and you kind of live and die on that market, that worldwide market.
Yeah, I mean, you think of copper and zinc and lead. The ammunition market, as big as it is, when you're talking metals and lead and copper, I mean, we are just a small player of the global economy. When copper spikes or zinc spikes or lead spikes, I mean, we have to buy from the open market, and the influence of us on pricing in the open market, with our size of a relatively small company into the greater global economy, very, very minimal. So we have to buy off of whatever that the global market dictates the price. And unfortunately, with the electric car battery market surging, pricing we don't expect it to go down.
Wow, I hadn't even thought about the electric car market. So what you're telling me is this stuff I read on the internet about you hoarding ammo, and there are warehouses full of ammo that you're not letting out. That's not true?
Yeah, I think sometimes that's certainly a leading misnomer. People like to blame the ammo companies for hoarding or servicing different sectors. It's just plain and simple not true. We're a public company. They can look at our financials. It's absolutely not true. And sometimes there's always going to be rumors, but trust me, we want to ship every round of ammunition we make.
Well, exactly. I always ask them, I said, no, explain to me again how the ammo companies make money by not selling ammo.
It's almost so funny, but I mean, it does get legs, and it's just, simply not true.
Well, okay, here's a real question. Do you get impacted by huge government orders? If they come in and say, we're going to buy 40 billion rounds of something, does that impact what you can do?
Not really. Our government business is always stable business. We participate in it, and it doesn't necessarily impact the commercial market.
Good deal. We're killing off these myths and old wives' tales left and right.
That's right. That's right.
Now let's get on to the serious stuff. What are you going to be hunting this year?
I am gonna, I just got back from Maasai Land, Tanzania, which is in East Africa. I wanted to go shoot some lesser kudu and gurnak. So fortunately, had a great hunt in Tanzania. I thought it was a neat experience hunting with the Maasai.
Oh yeah,
Maasai warriors, the tribe, fantastic people, great hunting. So we got that, and I was in New Zealand earlier in the year, and now it's it's deer season now. So we'll turn our focus on weekend deer hunting. So look forward to it, and can't wait to try terminal ascent and some core locked out and 360 buckhammer, and some just have some fun with some lever action straight wall cartridges this fall too.
There's always something new coming. It's almost SHOT Show time, even though we're thinking about hunting.
Yeah.
Are you going to have new things for SHOT Show?
We are. Yeah, we have some cool stuff in the pipeline, some very exciting stuff in the pipeline. So we look forward to always showcasing it out in Vegas, and I think we're going to have some pretty exciting stuff in 2024 for sure.
Well, sounds good. We'll get you on when you got the new stuff. We'll talk about that. All right, stay tuned. We'll be right back with more Gun Talk.